Hello everyone. So today we will make a TCP server and client using Go language. So before starting, we have to know something about what is TCP and what is the use of it. So basically, there is two types of protocol. That is, one is TCP and one is UDP. So uh, basically, what a TCP is server's principal characteristics is that it is a reliable protocol. Okay, so basically, it if there is no proof of the packet's delivery, so TCP will resend the packet. Okay, so some of the tasks the TCP packets can be used for, like establishing connections, like transferring data, or sending acknowledgements, closing connections. This is the things the TCP is used widely for. And the UDP provides the simpler implementation. Like it is much faster, but it is not that reliable like TCP because it does not send any acknowledgement. So today we will do only the TCP client and TCP server, and we'll check how it can be implemented by Go language. Okay, so first of all, we will make the client first. Okay, so first of all we have to define one package main. Then we have to do like importing the packages, like import fmt. Then just to do function main. And what we gonna do is define one arguments variable dot arguments. Okay, so the arguments, and let's say if the length of the arguments is equals to 1, so what we are going to say that to enter the the host port. Okay, so and we'll just return, and then after that we will define one connect variable. Sorry, the connect variable. So it will store the arguments, the first it is one array, and this is how we will do that. After that we will define one C variable and error. So what it will do is we will import the net package dot dial. So in this dial we will pass two arguments, one is TCP and one is connect. Okay, so this is the thing, and we will error check it like this. If error not equals to nil, then what we will print that fmt is error. Okay, and we will just return. Okay, so after returning, what we will do is basically we will run one for loop. Okay, like that. So just run one for loop. In that for loop, so is reader. So what the reader will do is basically, so we have to implement one buff io dot new reader. So what the new reader will take, it will take the user input. So dot st standard input. So yeah, so basically it will take the input from the user. Okay, so and just put the print. So what you will print is basically this. Okay, so yes, so that is it. And after that we'll do one text variable, and it will take the arguments of the reader. Okay, reader dot read string, and it will take the string of this n. Okay, so after that what it will do is fmt dot f printf, and what it will print is basically the C and text plus. Okay, so I guess it will take like this n. Okay, yeah, so I guess they are almost fine, but there is, okay, let me fix that. Okay, yes, so it's fine. After that, what we will do is basically we will define one message. In the message we will take that the buff IO dot new reader and C. After that we will do the read string and just do the read string. In that we will pass the n. Okay, so basically it will just if you add the new line, it can be understood by the client. Okay, after that just so fmt dot print, what we will print is basically this thing. So just do this and to the plus message. Okay, here we will write the message, and if it says stop, we will immediately stop. Okay, so let's say strings we have to import. Okay, so strings dot trim space, trim space. What we are trim space, that text, I guess it will be string, yes, under that it will be text. Okay, so I guess they are mostly fine. Is equals to stop. If it is says that it is stop, we will just print that the client exiting and just we gonna return it. Okay, so here we will add some formatting things like this. Okay, so you can do that according to your preference, but I am doing that. So let me check that if there is any error. So I don't think there is any error, so we're gonna save it. Okay, just save it, and after that what we will we're gonna do is basically we will define the server. Okay, so let's go to the server. So here you will define one server folder, then the TCP server.go. Okay, file, make one file, then just define package main, then just do the import thing, just import it, just define function main. In the function main, what we will do is basically the same thing. When on arguments is dot arg. Okay. Okay, so this is the arguments, and the same thing if length arguments is equals to n. So we're gonna say that please provide the port number. Okay, the port number. Okay, and just return. So after that what we will do is basically the define one port variable. Okay, just define one port variable. In that we will just push the plus. What we will do is basically the arguments. Okay, in the arguments we will pass the 1. Okay, arguments array. After that we will define one L variable which will store the basically the net.listen. So we'll import the net package and listen. So what it will listen is basically the TCP and the port. Okay, yes, so this is it, and after that we will check the error, that is there any error or not. Okay, so if there is any error, just print that error and just return it. Okay, after that, if it is not succeeded, okay, so suppose this condition does not get succeeded, so what we will do is basically defer l dot close. Okay, so just close it, defer l dot close, and if it is getting accepted, so we will make again one variable c, and it's called l dot accept. After that, what we will do is this error check. If not equal to nil, what we will print is error and return. Okay, after that, what we will do is basically we will run one for loop. Okay, just run one for loop. In that for loop, define one net data, define also the error. So what it will take is the buff io dot new reader. What it will read is basically the c and dot read string, also the let okay, so read string, and after that we will then the obviously do the null check. Okay, so 20.println error and just return. Okay, after that what we will do is basically to check that if it is saying stop or not. Okay, so if strings dot trim space, under that what you will do is string, so this is string, and in that thing we will pass the net data. Okay, yeah, so if it's saying that so stop, just pass that fmt dot exiting the server. Okay, and just return. Okay, so after that what you will do is basically to just print the message. Okay, so just fmt dot print, just keep this plus, sorry, will be string and net data. Okay, so we'll print that. After that we will define one time function to return the time dot now. Okay, then we will see the my time equals to t dot t dot format and time dot, let's say r c, we're gonna use this. Okay, t dot format this, say plus, and we will add this function. Okay, also it will be one function, so guess now it is correct. So yeah, so after that we will just write c dot write and this let white and in this function we will just pass the my time. Okay, so I guess we are fine, and there is no error. There should be no error. Okay, so there is no error, and we will control dot save it. After that we will go to this. So this is the client, and this is the server. Okay, so let me do this, and there we go. So what we will do is just go run TCP C. Before that we will have to start the server. Just go run TCPS dot go and just run it in this port. So you can see it is running. Okay, so after that what we will do is just run this tcpc.go 127.0.0.1 and the port is 1234. Okay, so it is saying to input some message. So let's say hello from TCP client. So you can see that here we are getting our response, or you can say the server is responding like that, and we are getting the time, the current time. Okay, so let's say we will write that good morning or anything you want. Okay, so that's how computers talk to each other basically in the TCP protocol. So you can say these are two computers. So basically this is the server and it is getting some response from the server. So this is the response. Okay, that the time. Okay, you can ask whatever you want to getting by the responded. So you can do that. Okay, but for now this is all about the TCP client and server. So that's how you can make it. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you for watching.